Hi, well, if y'all been reading Piggy's comments, you'll know my computer's doing its thing tonight. And that happens to be where my trivia questions are, is on my laptop. So we may or may not get to do trivia tonight. But it says I'm 100% there. Please keep my computer on. So I'm just watching to see.
Well, we usually jog that for a bit anyway, so.
Yeah. I tell you what, it seems like if something could go wrong today, it's gone wrong for me.
River Rat.
Hey, River Rat and Miss Kim Burris. That's our Avid, and that's our Sampy, that's our Mama Bear Christine, Miss Linda Peterson. There's Sampy again. And I apologize if I do not see the comment, y'all, because I'm having to get in close just to read the names. That's why I have my other laptop so I can read the comments.
There's Kim. I see her. She snuck in there on me.
Yep.
You snuck in on me, Kim.
But earlier I was going to do a video for steercember, which has been hosted by Derek Fowler. Started the video and realized that my camera had shut down because there was another app that was overriding everything. And it had to be a messenger app. And got a message from Miss Linda Peterson earlier today. And for some reason, it decided on my phone it wanted to pop that message from earlier today up that I had already read. And it shut my computer off, or shut my camera off. And
here's Chris, Melinda Dobson.
Hi, Indiana Chris. Hi, Melinda. And so that video is out because I didn't have the first 5 or so minutes of it.
It ain't out. It's just not coming.
That's what I said. It's out. It's out. It ain't coming out. So I'm going to redo one tomorrow, and I'm going to make a different video tomorrow. Let's see. My laptop may be up, y'all. I just have to wait and see how long it takes to come up. And then I think today is the 18th. So today is the last day of the Wild Game November collaboration put out by Christine, Mrs.GilliamFarms. And then I've got to check on that to finish watching those videos.
These things are like a spoiled kid anymore, the way they're programmed. They don't care what you doing, as long as they get what they want, no matter if it kills you.
I'm saying it is 18th of December. Yes, I thought it was. Y'all, this month has flown by. This year has flown by for me. 18th of December. No, it's not the 18th of December. It's 18th of November, y'all. Lord have mercy. See, I done gone and messed myself up. Miss Linda's helping me. 18th of November. It ain't even Thanksgiving yet. Oh.
It ain't got that fast yet. But I said, when the doctor followed up in the hospital, he was shocked and mad, told me I should still be in the hospital.
Uh-oh.
Well, you know, them doctors don't seem to understand that we ain't made of money like they are.
Well, I mean, if the doctor's the one that released you from the hospital, and why did he release you if he thinks you should still be there?
Right.
They did that to my mama one time, though, when she was in the hospital when we lived in Kentucky. She was in the hospital. She was in ICU for several days. She was in there for 14 days total at the hospital. And they sent her home, and she shouldn't have been sent home. And they said, well, her insurance will only pay for 14 days.
That's called a case of he went ahead and let you go home, knowing that you were able to be released. And found out later he wasn't going to get his full kickback because he was supposed to kept you in there longer. I guarantee you, I don't care how good they sing to you in your face, they're about the money, and that's why he's mad.
That's what a lot of it is about it. And
that might be being cynical on my part, but I've seen too much, know too much.
Yeah, they wanted the bed. That's it. That's what it was with Mama when she was in there like that. It's sad the way they do people. I mean, Let's see. I may be getting my laptop up here soon, y'all. It's just gonna take a minute for everything to process and pull through. Okay, shut that one down. I hate doing restarts because when I do a restart on these things, it takes forever. Hey, Miss Rita at Rita's Roost.
That's how it was for my daddy. Last 2 weeks of his life, a week and a half of it, he was in the hospital. They had him on morphine and all that. His insurance ran out, and they sent him home to die.
Yeah. Well, I guess we just talk for a little while longer. What'd y'all think of that butter pecan cheesecake, y'all? Oh, me and Pete like that.
Oh, I loved it.
It's rich. We can't eat but a little bitty piece of it at a time.
That's all right. I'll eat a little bitty piece of it at a time until it's gone.
Well, we still got 6 slices of it in the freezer.
Oh boy. Not for long.
And then Piggy and I were invited to Thanksgiving. And
we ain't gonna say it. I'm sure there's gonna be video, so y'all just be paying attention.
yeah, I just started to say after Thanksgiving we'll share. But before then.
I haven't said gained 35 pounds watching that. Good means we done our job.
Means I did the right job there. Okay, getting the trivia questions up, y'all. Don't get nothing else up. We're getting the trivia questions up. Miss Lynn said I drooled over this laptop, Avid. I saw, hey.
Teresa.
Hi, Teresa.
Indiana Chris.
Yeah. I know I saw somebody say hi to Miss Rita. And I said hi to Miss Rita, but I never saw her come in. There she is. I had to go back away.
Aaron!
Hi, Buck. Hey, Aaron.
Oh, we all suckers. He called you a lady.
What up, suckers? He always does that. I'm glad. I don't have a problem with that. I don't anyway.
You ain't one of the suckers.
When it comes to my cats and my dog, I am. Piggy will tell you, it comes to my dog.
We're
I'm a
both
sucker.
suckers for them.
Oh, yeah. I tell him, he's playing you. Guess what? I tell him the exact same thing. He's playing you. Oh, y'all, I'm getting my chat up before I can read it.
Look at her. Yeah, I know. Sucker.
Yep. All right. I tell you what, this is something else. It really is. All right. Get that out of the way. All right. Continue coming up. Bring my chat up before I can read it.
Well, this is the result on a large scale. What I said about stuff on a personal level. This is what happens when 2 people try to run one person's life.
Yeah. Yeah, this is what happens when the computers and internet try to run my life the way I want, and YouTube try to do it when I'm trying to do it myself.
Because they think they know better than we do what we want.
Okay, I've got my chat up. Get this other screen up so I can have controls up. Let's see what else been going on this week, y'all. If y'all saw my top video, my ham and cheese top, I promise y'all, I was not on anything. I had a good night's sleep. I woke, well, actually, I didn't really have a good night's sleep. I was awake at 4 o'clock when I went to bed around 12:30. I was awake at 4 o'clock. And I was
She went all day and then some.
I was going all day, and I was in a good mood, felt good, as you could tell from that video. But I tell you, that's something else. Tell Piggy I need to have that kind of energy all the time.
Yeah.
Hey, Fluff. I remember seeing you come in a while ago before I got started.
But she knows it is wrong. Timed out on the last chat. We're going to talk later on about it. Really?
You got timed out on the last chat?
One of our chats?
Was it ours or was it a different chat? Because as far as I know, if it's my chat, there's only 3 people that can time you out, and I didn't, and the other 2 didn't.
And all 3 of us that can love you.
Yeah. Next time I had more Piggy in it. Well, I might have to, but it actually had quite a bit of Piggy in it for what it was. Hi, Anita, welcome in.
Anita!
Oh, yeah, my laptop's back up, and I don't got no little swirly thing on the bottom telling me I got to update again. And for the record, that was the 3rd time today I've updated that within the past 2.5 hours. It offered me the option to schedule it for a later time. Well, I went in to do that, and it wouldn't let me schedule it for a later time. And when I hit the button to come out of it, it started to update. Made me mad.
And she's getting aggravated. I had to tell her to chill, just do what we do. We'll go over with it, and we either can or we can't.
She said it was a different.
Updated as we went.
Okay, different one just this last hour at 5 p.m. Okay. I only know of a couple that were live that time, so I don't know which one it was, but I can guess which one it might have been.
Well, after this is over, my screen is free, so you know what to do.
That's it. When this live is over, Miss Linda, you can contact Piggy. And we'll talk with you. All right. Evan says I can't. And then y'all, I'm behind on chat, and I do apologize. I finally got everything up before I can read it. Okay. Tonight's trivia, y'all. I'm messing up already. Just excuse me. We have 25 questions. I'm pretty sure there's 25.
We'll get it right eventually.
Yeah, there's 25 questions. There is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, Chris, that's all right. Mine are to make you think. There
are 19 multiple choice, 5 true or false, and 1 this or it's basically a this or that because it's this answer or that answer. So everything should be something where you don't have to worry about just trying to guess the answer because the answer is going to be here one way or the other. But it's called biblical food and drink trivia. All these questions have to do with biblical food and drink. It might be, Miss Linda. The Piggy, just be careful of your work. Yeah.
Always.
I think you get rid of the last one, but you like them. Okay.
And yeah, Chris said, trivia open is my answer. I have not a clue what that is.
I don't either. Triple fan? That might be what I call it. Trivia open.
Trivia open. Trivia open. Get over here.
It's okay, Chris. I mean, if you don't comment, that's fine.
Well, like I said a while ago.
Yeah.
That's all right if you don't. Mine are a lot of times are more to make a person think.
Mm-hmm. Okay, what I call tryptophan. Yeah. It's in turkeys and stuff. Yeah.
I think that's how you.
That's how I pronounce it. Tryptophan. That's always.
Yeah. Oh shoot! I forgot about that.
Water glass. Yeah. Well, he don't hide in the basement no more. I'll tell you. Huh?
You need water?
No, I'm fine right now.
Oh, okay.
Oh, man. Let's see. What else? Okay. I talked about not noodling, but Wild Game November. This was the last day for that.
We need to talk.
Talked about steercember, which I'm going to be doing a video for. Try to do it tomorrow. I was going to do a video of what I'm going to do tomorrow. I thought, no, I'm going to do something else because I thought about doing it first. And what I decided to do, which was tonight, like I said, I started videoing and I lost a good 5 minutes because that other app shut down my camera.
Like I told her, at least it ain't like some other YouTubers we know about that's lost gigabytes and hundreds of gigabytes of data.
Thank you, Melinda. It feels a lot better. But yeah, it feels a lot better. The girl that did it this time did a really good job on it. But like I said, I lost that video, and I mentioned because Piggy had put his phone up, and we were going to finish it out because we thought we had gotten the first part on my phone, and I went to check it, and it's not on there. So I said, forget it. I'm just trashing the whole video. But we had talked about me doing. I thought about doing a different video. I was thinking about doing SOS my way, and Piggy really kind of liked that idea and was upset that I didn't do it. So
I wasn't upset about it.
Well, I just
I was saying we had stop Jill all the time.
Yeah.
And she had thought of doing the SOS. I mentioned SOS, and she said that she had thought about doing that, but I was like, well, darn.
So now he gets SOS in the morning when I get up. But it may be in the morning, it might be more close to the afternoon, but whenever I get up.
Yeah.
So it's going to be SOS my way, and that's going to be my steercember video, which will be out Friday, the day after Thanksgiving, so it's going to be on the 24th. And then I'm making a cake on Wednesday to take with us on Thursday, and it's called a streusel cream cheese cake.
And that's going to prove to be an interesting and fun time.
Yeah.
I hope anyway. Kind of nervous about it, but hey.
I'm nervous, but I'm not nervous. I'm going to enjoy it simply because
I'm going to enjoy it.
Yeah.
Knowing Piggy on here, getting to know Piggy in person, two different things sometimes.
Yeah, Miss Linda, I've never made this cake. I was going through a cookbook I've got that, oh my goodness, I bought it from my mom back in 2001 or 2002. It's from a doctor's office in Kentucky where she went to the doctor up there one time. And I was just flipping through to see what all they had in there, and I run across this. It said streusel cream cheese cake, and I was reading it, and I had all the ingredients but the cream cheese because I used my cream cheese on that cheesecake. And so I looked, and this is an actual cake that has a cream cheese kind of filling, and then it's topped with cake, and then it has a streusel that's on top of it. And I thought, oh man, that sounds good. So I decided to make that and take it with us on Thursday because I hate going anywhere empty-handed. I was told I don't have to bring anything except myself and Piggy, of course. And so I'm just one of those. I don't go anywhere to a dinner unless I take something with me.
Yeah, we were told all we had to bring was ourselves, but
yeah,
like she said, we brought up, don't come empty-handed.
Yeah, I mean, that's how my mama brought me up, is that if somebody invites you to a dinner and you're able to do so, you take something, whether it's a dessert or a drink or a side dish, or even if it's just a bag of ice, you take something. And so since that's how I was raised, I like the idea of taking a dessert or taking a side dish when I go somewhere. And I'm deciding I'm going to take a dessert just to be on the nice side about it. That's pretty much what we were told to bring, Linda, was an empty tummy. Piggy's feet pickled, laugh out loud. They might get that whether they're taking there or not.
They might.
Oh, babe. All right, it's already 20 after. I got 25 questions tonight. And again, trivia tonight is called Biblical Food and Drink. The first 19 questions are multiple choice. Question number 1. What food did God provide the Israelites in the desert? A, manna, B, fish, or C, locust and honey? So what food did God provide the Israelites in the desert?
I'm sure most of you know this.
A, manna, B, fish, or C, locust and honey?
Chris said B, Abby said manna, Buck said A, Linda said A, Kim said A. Anybody else? Linda said A, River Rat said A.
And all of y'all that said A is correct. It is manna. The Israelites were instructed to gather what they could use for the day each morning when it fell, except for the day before the Sabbath. And the day before the Sabbath, they were to gather enough for 2 days, which would have been that day and on the Sabbath day.
In the end, Chris, no one's really sure what it is, but it had to be chock full of all the nutrients that the body needed because it sustained the Israelites for 40 years.
Yeah. From what, if I understand correctly from the Bible, it states that the only manna that was supposed to last longer than a day was that was gathered the day before the Sabbath, and also that was gathered to be put inside of the Ark of the Covenant as a remembrance of what it is. Okay. This is taught you later, Rita. Okay.
Well, Abbott, we know Peggy. Never mind.
Oh, boy. I figured a lot of these Piggy will know. There were some. I'll put it this way. I knew most all of them as I was going through them. I missed one or two.
I don't know that I know all of them.
I figure you'll know most of them.
I don't know that I know most of them.
Question number 2. What did Jesus turn water into at the wedding in Cana? A, beer, B, milk, or C, wine?
Most of you should know that one, Jay.
This Rita said wine, Buck says wine, Linda says wine, Melinda says wine.
River Rat
Says
said
wine.
C.
C is wine.
I don't see a wrong answer yet.
I told y'all P would know this one. And y'all are correct. It is wine.
And not just any wine, but the good wine.
The best wine. Buck says tequila. Piggies look like the road. Uh-oh.
Look, I'm going to assume that it's supposed to represent tequila. Because there's only one other word that could possibly represent, and it's not good.
Yeah. On to number 3. What food did Samson find in the carcass of a lion? A, dates, B, honey, or C, pomegranates?
You know, I don't know that.
I knew this one. What food did Samson find in the carcass of a lion? A, dates, B, honey, or C, pomegranate?
I'm going to go with what I think. I really don't remember that one.
Okay. Linda says she found a spiral cut ham.
River rat.
Listening.
Buck said honey, and then Chris said bee. Anita said, I'm here listening about picking up grocery orders and stuff. But all right, you do what you got to do.
Yep.
Linda said dates. River rat said bee. Melinda said honey. Rita said honey.
And it is. Travis is honey and dates. He's covered all these bases there.
Cover all bases. He excluded his answer because he's trying to cover all bases.
The answer is honey.
Then Peterson said, buy some bacon, Anita.
It is bee honey.
Well, honey does come from bees. I mean, you know, I would assume it would be bee honey.
Oh my. Piggy's on a roll, y'all. Piggy's on a roll. Oh my. And on to number 4. What seed did Jesus tell a parable about that grows into a large tree? A, dill, B, mustard, or C, barley? So what seed did Jesus tell a parable about that grows into a large tree?
The one I know of.
Was it A, dill, B, mustard, or C, barley? And I knew this one too.
The only one I know of.
Miss Rita said mustard. Riverette said C, which would be barley. Linda said B, which is mustard. I have a feeling Miss Rita's going to get a lot of these tonight.
Probably.
Well, Linda says just a guess, mustard. And yeah, I'm going to tell you, for it to be the smallest seed, and I do mean it is probably the smallest seed of any plant, it will make a tree.
And another hint to that is the parable was about faith.
Yeah. What seed did Jesus tell a parable about that grows into a large tree? Is it A, dill, B, mustard, or C, barley? Rita said, faith is a grain of mustard seed. Linda goes, bacon. Evan says mustard. Give it another minute or so. Oh my. Y'all, I'm having to think of things to do questions about. I really am. No, Evan. For all of y'all that answered mustard, it is B, mustard. I think it was B, mustard. Yeah. A was dill, B was mustard, C was barley. So B, mustard.
No, bees make honey, not mustard. I'm going to get whooped over here, folks.
No, barley was C. B was mustard, and A is dill. Oh. And on to number 5, y'all. We're doing good. Getting caught back up. Which fruit was used to decorate the temple? There was a certain fruit that what was it? Who built the first temple?
No one truly knows.
Yeah.
Linda, that may be, but they'll be smaller than a mustard seed. However, you have to remember that Jesus would have had to use the things that the people there knew at the time.
Right.
In order to equate a decent parable.
Yeah. Okay. Number 5. Which fruit was used to decorate the temple? A, pomegranate, B, apples, or C, figs?
What was it again?
Which fruit was used to decorate the temple? Is it A, pomegranates, B, apples, or C, figs? Okay, and they just said Solomon.
Josie, how are we?
Hi, Joe.
Abby said dates, both said figs, Melinda said grapes. Melinda said fig, River Rat said C. Melinda said, love those figs. Those are dates. And Jennifer said A. Abbott said figs.
I have seen one correct answer. It is A, pomegranates. Yeah, I'm going to have to pay the parking meter. I'm going to have Piggy come talk to you. I've got my screen up. So, Piggy going to come talk to y'all while I pay the parking meter.
Okay, here I come. Better watch out. You better not pout. Piggy is on his way. No, I ain't Santa. I ain't giving nothing out unless it's a hard time. I love to give those out a lot. Whenever and wherever possible. Joe C said he just got in and ready for trivia. Melinda said, gotta go pay the water bill. That would be one way to put it. Of course I'm hiding, Linda. Evan's out there trying to find me. But I got a trick for him, though. He's smelling for Piggy. I do like the hunters do. I go get some of them different scents, but I ain't saying which scent I'm a-using. Gonna make him work for it. He'd appreciate it more. Maybe he'll give up. I doubt that. Well, Linda, I'm kind of short, so looking high might be a waste of time. I'm short and I got short legs. Might tell y'all a story about that sometime, just to tell y'all just how short my legs really are.
Oh, man, I'm back. I'm back.
She's back. She's back.
Okay, thank you, Piggy, for holding down the fort.
I just sit here like a big bug on a log. I might as well. I got enough weight.
Okay, Boog.
And she's going to use pressure washer on a piggy. You
Uh-oh.
got to find the piggy first.
Piggy gonna hide, y'all. All right.
Gonna give me some different scents to throw you off my trail.
All right, we are on to number 6, y'all. What did Jesus miraculously multiply to feed a crowd of thousands? A, olive and cheeses, B, milk and honey, or C, fish and loaves? So again, what did Jesus miraculously multiply to feed a crowd of thousands? A, olives and cheese, B, milk and honey, or C, fish and loaves? He did it twice, one to a crowd of 5,000 and one to a crowd of 7,000, if I'm not mistaken. But I know it was twice.
Y'all don't know this one. Shame on y'all.
Indiana Chris said C. Anita said bread and fish. Joe said A. Linda said fish and loaves. Rita said fish and loaves.
Rose, Ray said C. Buck said eggs and bacon. Well,
Oh,
no,
well.
not exactly. They
Anita,
said he did it twice.
he
Yes,
did do it twice. Fish and bread.
And bear in mind, Anita and everybody else, those are just the times that were mentioned. They ain't no telling how many other times he did it in other places.
That's it.
Just like all the miracles he performed. It was said that in the Bible that no book would have been able to contain all the miracles that he performed.
Piggy, if you would, please.
I will.
He gonna get me some water.
You know I would.
I know you would.
No, I will.
And y'all are right. It is the fish and bread, or fish and loaves, or bread and fish, however you want to put it, that he did it. Number 7. What food did Daniel and his friends eat while they were in captivity in Babylon? A, bread and meat. B, fruit and vegetables. Or C, lentils and rice. So again, what food did Daniel and his friends eat while they were in captivity in Babylon? A, bread and meat. B, fruit and vegetables. Or C, lentils and rice. No, they didn't eat no piggy's feet. They didn't eat pork.
And I said, make me a hamburger with bacon, Piggy. That means I'd have to slaughter myself.
Okay, let's see. Chris, Linda, Buck, and Avid are all saying lentils and rice. Melinda said C, lentils and rice. And he said, I don't know that one. Well, I'm gonna tell you, there is a fast. It's a fast that a lot of churches do. It is called the Daniel fast, and the Daniel fast is based off of that they ate while they were in captivity in Babylon, and it is fruits and vegetables. So it would be B, fruits and vegetables. They also ate. It was nuts, fruits, and vegetables is what it is, and. Yeah, Miss Rita said vegetables. That's right. It was fruits and vegetables, and that's what they ate. They did not eat any meats or anything like that. And it's a very healthy diet. And if you, as a diabetic, if a person as a diabetic wants to do a fast for prayer, but because of health restrictions, it's hard to do so. Doing a Daniel fast is a good way to do that. But like all fasts, it's something. It's between you and God. You don't do it for everybody else.
That's why men folks don't mind the veggies then.
It's possible.
Chris said you take the rice and beans.
I'm one of these.
Beans good for your heart.
That's it. They are. Growing up, I know a lot of us in here probably had this. My grandmother raised her own garden, grew her own foods. A lot of people in here grow their own gardens and everything. But growing up, what we ate throughout the year was what she grew in the garden. That was supplemented by a few things from the grocery store. She bought her meats at the grocery store, her eggs, her bread, and like tea and coffee and things like that. But if it was a vegetable or a fruit, it was something that either she grew or we picked locally from, or people gave to her from local. But every vegetable that we ate came out of her garden. Every fruit that we ate came from local sources. Now, meats, bread, and things like that, we got at the grocery store. But I prefer that because I would eat nothing but a vegetable plate for lunch and supper. And for breakfast, I might have a bowl of cereal or something like that as a kid. And then on maybe once or twice a week, we would have meats as far as like a baked chicken or a meatloaf or something like that. Yeah. Don't start, Piggy. You want him plump. What about a piggy's fast? Hey, that's up to the piggy on what fast he does. Piggy gets on to me if I don't eat.
You got too diabetic.
And I control it with diet and taking vitamins. And the other day, I think it was Tuesday or Wednesday. I can't remember. I think it might have been Wednesday. I'm not sure. We'd gotten up. We'd taken his aunt to daycare and come back home, and I ate a biscuit with jelly. And that was all I had to eat until that afternoon, about 5 o'clock.
And it showed.
It showed. It nearly dropped me when we went to pick his aunt up. I did not realize I had not eaten anything else. And I got real weak and I almost dropped. So when we got home, I had to eat something.
Yep. She tried to argue with me about it, and I told her that.
I think it was it had to be Wednesday because that's when I did the signature dish that's coming out Monday. Come on, Charlie.
Right.
Lay down now. Lay down. All right, we are on to number 7. No, that was number 7. We're on to number 8. Oh, y'all, I'm going faster than I thought it was. Number 8. What was the name of the feast celebrated by the Jews to commemorate their deliverance from Egypt? Again, what's the name of the feast celebrated by the Jews to commemorate their deliverance from Egypt? A, Passover, B, Purim, or C, Yom Kippur?
That one I don't know. I know which one it ain't.
You ought to know what it is.
Well, neither one that says Passover.
Books is Golden Corral.
Chris said Hanukkah. Oh,
Monica wouldn't know that one.
Evan said Passover.
I like Buck's answer though, Golden Corral. I haven't eaten there in a long time, but they used to have pretty good food.
Let's see, bar mitzvah. No.
Chris said, Alexa lied.
Well, Chris, you got to figure who's putting the information into Alexa.
Yeah. It is Passover, y'all. Yeah. The Jews celebrated Passover to commemorate their deliverance from Egypt. That's
oh yeah, because that's what they ate that night that the final plague was in.
Yeah. That was why they put the blood on the doorpost. And the meal that they had when the final plague was hitting. Okay. I'll figure out where I'm at here, y'all.
That's not new at home in your chair right now.
Yeah, I'm at home in my chair. Okay. Number 9. Who ate locusts and wild honey in the wilderness? Was it A, Elijah, B, Jesus, or C, John the Baptist?
I'll be real disappointed y'all don't know that one. I know it.
So who ate locusts and wild honey in the wilderness? Elijah, Jesus, or John the Baptist? So it's A, B, or C. Abbott says
John the Baptist, and he said John. Chris said C. Linda said John. Rita said John. Melinda said C.
So everybody has said John the Baptist. Everybody is correct that answered John the Baptist. Wasn't Piggy, he was starving. Piggy would eat the honey. I don't know about the locust. But hey, If it's something provided by God, I'll eat it. I might not want it, but I'll eat it.
Well, that's the thing. When God puts you to doing something, you do it.
Yeah. Lay down, Charlie. Get my baby boy.
I suppose I'd get used to it after a while. After I puked the first 10 times.
Lady said, I've had crickets. They're good.
You say so.
I'll take your word for it, Anita.
I ain't going there unless I absolutely have to.
Well, I mean, it's high protein. I know that.
Oh, yeah. Some of the best protein you can get in the world.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean I gotta like it or want it.
I agree with that. But pass the piggy, please. I'll just say pass the ham. Because, I mean, I can eat a meal without meat in it. Eat, a high protein meal with beans and things like that.
I'll just say this about John the Baptist, with that being his diet. You would not want to underestimate that skinny fella. He'll put a whooping on you.
That's it. All right. Number 10. Jesus said that if a son asked for this food, a good father would not give him a scorpion. Again, Jesus said that if a son asked for this food, a good father would not give him a scorpion. Is it A, egg, B, fish, or C, bread? And I got this one wrong. So is it egg, fish, or bread? Anita said fish. Abby said fish.
Bread.
Rita said bread.
Then said fish. And then said no, bread. And then Chris said egg.
Melinda said, I don't know. Well, I got it wrong, y'all, and I answered bread. And I looked it up just to make sure. And everybody that answered fish got it right. Linda said bread or egg. It is fish. And I thought it was bread. But it does say, the verse does say fish. Yeah, I'm gonna have to be right back again. Piggy gonna keep y'all entertained.
I'll try. It was also talking about, man being evil. But man being evil, even though that may be, if a child asks for fish, would you give him a snake? You're going to give him something he can eat. Of course, you can eat snake. But, a snake's a little dangerous. Now she's got an active system. She's had water. So it's having an effect. And Buck said, once I thought I was wrong, but was mistaken. Well, that still made you wind up being wrong. Oops. Let's see. Yeah, a lot of times we get to think about things and what we think we know. We go back and we find out we knew wrongly instead of rightly. That's how a lot of wrong scriptures have wound up in the Bible today of new publications thereof. That's why you got to be careful of the publication you get, especially now that they're trying to rewrite it. Yeah. some versions are all right to get people started, but you know, the closest thing to right is the King James version, original. But even that, published after 2010, might be questionable because they trying to take things out and add other things in. And then you got NIV and others that have totally taken out a lot of things that they say against what's trying to be pushed today. They don't want to know about it. So, got to be careful. Well, I tell folks, it don't matter how many degrees you might have in theology. Just because somebody's got one or more degrees in theology doesn't mean he knows that Bible. He might know the words, he might know their etymology, he might know their definitions, but he doesn't know what that word actually says until the Holy Spirit is in them to show them. Then you really see it.
That's it. Man's interpretation to suit itching ears.
That's it.
Oh man. Yeah. I'm sorry about having to get up so much. Most of y'all here know that I had cancer and had to have surgery back in 2013. Well, they took out 2 of my lymph nodes in my groin area. Therefore, my feet and legs swell a lot and retain fluids. And
when that dam breaks, it's time to go.
When the fluids recede, I'm on the run because all that gets pushed out. And today, my legs are not swollen like normal, so it's pushing all that fluid back out. So I'm having to take be right back moments. And
right. And then I do the King James version as well, but I also do a Strong's Concordance to take words back to the Greek and the Hebrew, because that'll reveal some stuff too.
Yeah. All right. I'm sorry about this. I'm get on to the next one. Like I said, the last answer was fish. But Jesus said that if a son asked for fish, a good father would not give him a scorpion. So
avid, yes, they are, and in some of those versions, they already have.
Yeah. Okay. Number 11. Psalm 105:40 remembers God's provision for the Israelites when they fled Egypt. The verse mentions bread and what meat bird? Again, Psalm 105:40 remembers God's provision for the Israelites when they fled Egypt. Now, this is before being in the wilderness. When they fled Egypt, the verse mentions bread and what meat bird? A, dove, B, goose, or C, quail.
You know, I won't do Bible versions online. Period. Those are things that can be constantly updated. And something that can be constantly updated can be messed up because they're not telling you the whole story. They're taking stuff out and adding other stuff in.
Let's see.
That's why I will not do an online Bible.
Everyone knows this. Quilted Chicken Farm, Miss Rita, hello. It says quail. Anita said quail. Avid said quail. Linda said quail. Linda said dove also. But this specific verse is God's provision for the Israelites. When they fled Egypt, he provided them with bread and this particular meat bird. Excuse me, doing verse mapping. And that bird is C, quail. Fontaine Jody, hello.
Jody.
Welcome in, dear.
But I still don't trust it.
Yeah.
They do verse mapping online as well, and they still going to fix that up for you. You get my drift.
Yeah. It's almost 8 o'clock and I didn't even know it. We are on to number 12. What drink from Proverbs 27:27 strengthens your bones, is good with cookies, and in the right conditions becomes cheese? A, milk, B, coffee, or C, orange juice?
I see milk 5 times, 6 times.
Mhm. Oh, me. And the answer is milk. And on to number 13. Make sure I'm not missing nothing here. What juicy vine fruit mentioned in Isaiah comes in several varieties, including wafer, honeydew, and rock? Is it A, cucumber, B, grape, or C, melon? So again, what juicy vine fruit mentioned in Isaiah comes in several varieties, including wafer, honeydew, and rock? Is it cucumber, grape, or melon?
Folks said melon.
Melinda said melon. Chris said melon.
Melinda said melon.
Okay. Give it another minute. I swear I heard a door slam, y'all, and ain't nobody out there. Well, I don't think there's nobody out there.
I look, it might be one of the kitties jumping down or up through the van of the car.
Hush, Charlie. Charlie says there's somebody out there too. Go.
I think it was a kitty jumping down on the bed. There's one. There's a little bit.
I thumped the melon to make sure it's right, Miss Linda. And everybody said melon? Y'all are right. It is melon. Though I've never heard of a wafer melon. I've heard of honeydew. I actually like honeydew melon. And I have heard of a rock melon, though I don't know what it is.
The honeydew gave it away.
I like the honeydew melons. Those are good melons. Honeydew and cantaloupe. Love them.
Yeah.
All right, number 14. In John 6:35, this is in the NIV. I don't like the NIV, but this is where this question come from. What did Jesus declare he was? A, manna from heaven, B, the bread of life, or C, grape of the vine?
Yeah.
So in John 6:35, what did Jesus declare he was? A, manna from heaven, B, the bread of life, or C, grape of the vine?
Let's see, Buck said B. Melinda said B. Linda said B. Rita said smell the stem end of a melon. If it smells good, it's ripe. If it doesn't smell good, it's not.
Hey, Jethro Reacts, welcome in.
That'd be a good trick to remember.
Rock melons come from the Flintstones. I believe it.
Jethro said B. Anita said bread of life.
And y'all are correct. It is the bread of life. Y'all doing good on these tonight?
Good people that know a good thing.
That's it. Number 15. What food of the Bible mentioned in Deuteronomy 8 comes in creamed, raw, and comb varieties? Again, what food of the Bible mentioned in Deuteronomy 8 comes in creamed, raw, and comb varieties? A, honey, B, corn, or C, fish? Linda said ice cream cone.
Chris
Bucks of
said
coffee.
A, Buck said coffee, Linda said honey.
Give it a minute more. It is 8 o'clock my time, 7 o'clock Central. So we've already been on an hour. We're doing good, y'all.
Depending on how long that other one goes, we might see an upkick in attendance, or might not.
That's fine.
Just depending.
Everybody's in here that's supposed to be in here. Good Lord, let them hear.
That's it. Oh, for me, it's just a, telling thing.
Yeah. Let's see. Miss Jody. Linda. Okay. Well, y'all, the answer is A, honey. I prepare a piece of honeycomb. Oh, that's right, Miss Linda. God bless everybody here.
Yep.
And on to number 16. This Genesis 25 includes Jacob cooking something for his brother Esau. What did he cook? A, honey cake, B, lamb, or C, stew? So Genesis 25 includes Jacob cooking something for his brother Esau.
At a cost.
At a cost, but he cooked it. What did he cook? A, honey cake, B, lamb, or C, stew?
Esau's arrogance.
Linda said lamb. Melinda said lamb. See if we got any more answers coming in. And we're waiting. Oh man, y'all, I'm tired. Wore out today. Haven't done anything hardly all day, but I'm wore out. I think Monday's catching up with me, or done caught up with me. But man, I was wired Monday.
I'm saying, she spent a month's worth of energy in that one day.
I did. All right. We have two answers of lamb. The actual answer is C, stew. Jacob made a stew, and Esau sold his birthright for a bowl of stew.
Yep.
Okay. Well, get up here if you're getting up here. Just don't knock everything over.
And then the war was on.
Yep. And we are on to number 17.
That thing is, Esau made peace later in years, but somebody down Esau's mind decided they didn't like that peace.
Melinda was going to say lamb stuff. According to the Bible, it might have had lamb in it, but it was actually a lentil stew.
Yep.
Yeah.
Basically beans.
It was basically beans. It was a lentil stew. Now, the stew that Jacob made with lamb was for his father so that he could get his blessing. His mother instructed him to take one of his best lambs and make a stew for his father while Esau was gone. And that way he got his father's blessing, plus he got Esau's birthright by selling him a bowl of lentil stew for his birthright. I don't talk about what I know about the Bible a lot, but there's some things I remember and some things, when it comes to food, I'm pretty good about remembering those things. But yeah, now he did make a lamb stew, but that was for his father. And now here I am drinking water, putting out water. So I may be running again here in a little bit. All right. What animal, this is, question number 17. What animal of the Bible is used as a pet for food and for sacrifice? Now, this animal is used as a pet, or is used as a pet, it is used for food, and is used for sacrifice. Is it A, a lamb, B, a turtle, or C, a guinea pig? That were the options it gave me. Looks like I'm losing everybody.
Oh, well. Just made an early night. One said A, Buck said lamb, one said lamb.
And y'all are correct. It is a lamb. We're thankful it's not a guinea pig, that's for sure. Oh,
but you got it right, Linda.
Yeah, you got it, Linda.
One said guinea pig.
Yeah, we're thankful it wasn't no guinea pig, that's for sure.
The piggy might not be here.
Okay, we have 2 more multiple choice questions, y'all, and then we go to true or false. Number 18. While Jesus was wandering the desert, Satan tried to tempt Jesus into turning stones into what to feed himself? A, a lamb, B, bread, or C, a sandwich. So while Jesus was wandering the desert for the 40 days, Satan tried to tempt him into turning stones into what to feed himself? A lamb, bread, or a sandwich?
Buck said bread. Linda said bread. We got 3 watching. Must be Buck and Linda. Unless Melinda's still in there.
I think
there's Melinda. B, she said B, a lamb sandwich. That's all it's going to answer because that's all that's there. There's 2 watching now.
Well, I'm showing 3 or 4 in here. And I think it's just the ones that participate. Yeah. And y'all are right. It is bread. The answer is bread. And I believe that's when Jesus made the comment that man does not live by bread alone, but by the word of God. Something like that. I know he said man does not live by bread alone.
Yeah. He'd also let him know that he was being sustained by bread he did not have.
Yeah. Number 19. In the book of 1 Kings, what type of birds brought Elijah meat and bread to eat? Now again, in the book of 1 Kings, what type of bird brought Elijah meat and bread to eat? A sparrow, B, an eagle, or C, a raven?
It was a phoenix. Not. Oh, we're back up to 5. Back up to 6.
Linda said it had a name. Melinda?
Linda said A. Buck said eagle.
So Linda said it's a sparrow. Buck says it's an eagle. I actually knew this one too. I did good on that. All right, give it another minute or so, see if anybody else gonna answer. Yeah, I'm trying to debate whether I'm hungry or not. I don't know if I'm gonna supper. Might just eat me a little snack. There's Tish. Welcome in.
Purdy.
Melinda says A, question mark. All right, I'll read the question one more time. Give the options again. In the book of 1 Kings, what type of birds brought Elijah meat and bread to eat? Is it A, sparrow, B, eagle, or C, raven?
Linda said A, question mark. Linda said ice cream around the lane. Oh,
Nope.
No.
No, I can't do ice cream anymore, y'all. Unless it's lactose intolerant ice cream, I can't have it anymore.
This is lactose free.
Yeah, lactose free, because I'm lactose intolerant. So
I said, oh, C.
So Melinda changed her answer from A question mark to O, C exclamation point. Oh, 3 exclamation points, excuse me. And Melinda is correct with raven, C. It is the ravens who brought Elijah meat and bread in the desert. I think it was where it was. When he was in hiding, anyway. All right, y'all, that was the 19 multiple choice questions. Now we're on to the true or false questions.
True or false?
And there are 5 of them.
Tinkle.
On question number 20, the first miracle that Jesus performed involved alcohol. True or false? Yeah, Linda. I would have thought of it too, but no. Melinda says sherbet.
Buck said false.
Linda says, yes, sherbet. So again, very first miracle that Jesus performed involved alcohol. True or false? I have one true and one false.
Which will it be? Who'll be right? Who'll be wrong? That is what we have to wait to see.
Yep. Melinda says false. So I got 2 false and 1 true. Give it another half a minute or so.
Looks like Linda's going to stick to her guns on her answer.
Rambling with the Brahms. Hello. Welcome in, Scott.
God, how are you?
Anita says true.
He turned the water into wine.
Wine wasn't fermented, so grape juice is what Buck Williams said.
Actually, the wine they had was alcohol content of what we would now call a wine cooler.
Yeah. It was alcoholic.
So basically a beer.
Yeah. Yeah. It was alcoholic, but it was not.
That has been a debate.
Yeah.
Of high controversy. Because some want to claim, oh, well, Christians aren't supposed to drink. Well, No, Bible says you aren't supposed to be given to strong drink. Whiskeys, bourbons, stuff like that. And even that you can have in moderation as long as you are not given to it.
Yeah.
What does it mean to be given to something? It means it has control over you and not you over it.
I like Scott's answer here. He says, better than a two-legged belly dancing frog.
I would hope so.
So the answer is true. The wedding at Cana, water into wine, was Jesus' first documented miracle in the Bible. And it did involve alcohol, which, like Piggy said, it might not be the alcohol consistency of today, but it was still considered alcoholic.
Well, because it was alcohol.
Yeah.
But not like what people think of today or how it is today.
Man with leprosy was later on. Jesus did more miracles between the wedding at Cana and the man with leprosy, or the blind man. But yeah, his very first documented miracle in the Bible was where his mother Mary asked him to turn the water to wine for the wedding party. Right, we're on to number 21. The Bible always renounces the use of wine without exception. True or false?
Melinda, we're getting there up there with you.
That's me, Melinda. I mean,
I ain't that far behind you.
I don't know how old Miss Melinda is. I think I know how old Miss Linda is, but not Miss Melinda. Okay, Buck said, say again. The Bible always renounces the use of wine without exception. True or false?
Someone had me think so.
Okay, so I had to say again, repeat, please. So okay, so the Bible always renounces the use of wine without exception. True or false? Buck says false. And hint, previous question answers this question.
Should tell you.
Yeah, the previous question will answer this question.
Yeah.
Melinda says, question mark, question mark, question mark, true, question mark, question mark, question mark.
Well, think about it, Melinda. What was the previous question and the answer to that? And compare that to the current true or false question.
All right, y'all, it's that time. I'll be right back, and then we'll get the answer to this one.
Oh, here we go. She's leaving y'all at my mercy.
I'm good, I'm good, I'm good.
Yeah, Melinda. Just think about the previous question and compare it to the current true or false question. If the first miracle that Melinda said, Fox, the race is on. Now you get it. You're catching on. All right, get down from there, Jenny. Go on. That one kitty's rolling around. She walked out. So I guess I gotta let her. Well, no, she went over to the food. So she done that. She'll get running around like she wants out, and then she'll go over to the food. Other times she'll do that. She won't out that door. Let's see. Anybody else going to respond to that question? Is it true or is it false? The Bible always renounced the use of wine. And laugh so much now it's my turn, but can't run. I know the feeling. And just so y'all know, there are people out there that would have y'all think things about the Bible and what it says that ain't true.
All right, y'all. I'm being almost back. Gotta get set down. Getting camera unblocked. Okay.
It's kind of like
There we go.
the Torah and the Talmud. The Torah is God's word. The Talmud is a book of rules and regulations that men, rabbis, came up with to fence in the Torah to make sure you didn't break the laws of the Torah. Well, if God's law is perfect, then what does that make the Talmud? Man trying to be in control.
Well, y'all, the answer is false. The Bible always renounces the use of wine without exceptions. False, as we saw from Jesus turning water into wine. All right, on to number 22.
22. Is that short or long? Long round.
Huh?
Is that short or long round? Long round.
Oh, I don't know. I just know it's number 22. The Bible quotes Jesus as saying there will be wine in heaven. True or false? And I got it wrong. I had to look it up.
In heaven, you can make a choice whether to or not to do a particular thing. I haven't decided yet which I will partake or not.
Okay, let's see where we're at.
Well, we're back down to 5 watching. It was up to 6%, back up to 6 or 7. Now we're back at 5.
That's okay. So again, the Bible quotes Jesus as saying there will be wine in heaven. True or false? I'm not getting any answers.
Well, according to that, they 5 watching right now.
Buck says false. Okay.
That might have something to do with it. Well, then it said true. What was the question?
It's true or false? The Bible quotes Jesus as saying there will be wine in heaven.
And it said, I'm petting the key value nowadays.
Well, she's a sweetheart, so yeah.
She can be.
She can be a sweetheart. She's my old lady. All right. The answer to this one is true. And it is listed in Matthew 26, 28 through 30. And it was at the Last Supper when Jesus was talking about drinking of the wine as it is his blood, and that he will not partake again until he joins all of them in heaven, in paradise. So, and that was my paraphrasing that because I can't remember the exact quote on it, but It is in there. All right, y'all, we have 3 questions left, 2 true or false, and 1 is a multiple choice, but not a multiple choice. Number 23. Leviticus 2:13 states, the Lord commanded the Israelites to season their grain offerings with salt. True or false? You know that one, Piggy?
Didn't know that one.
I wasn't talking about 22. I was talking about 23. The Lord commanded the Israelites to.
No, I didn't know that.
Oh, you don't know that? Okay. Did you know the previous one?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why I said that when you get to heaven,
Mhm.
you'll have the option whether to or not to take a particular thing.
Yeah.
It's called eating.
Mm-hmm.
You ain't gotta eat. You don't want to.
I like food.
I love food.
So go true, true, true. And it looks like my trues have it. It is right. Yeah, it is true. The Lord commanded the Israelites to season their grain offerings with salt. I thought that was interesting. And this next one's really interesting.
Salt is a preservative.
Mm-hmm. It is also called the spice of life.
Mm-hmm.
And it is the one thing that once it loses its flavor, it will never get back.
Right.
It ain't no good. All right. Number 24. Cinnamon is mentioned in both the Old and New Testament of the Bible. True or false? And when I say cinnamon is mentioned in both the Old and New Testament of the Bible, I mean it is mentioned by name as cinnamon in both the Old and New Testament of the Bible. True or false? Linda says true. Buck says false.
Buck first said true, Linda said true, Linda said true, Linda said true, then Buck came back and said false.
The first 3 trues were about the salt.
Oh, okay.
Then Linda started the new one.
Linda said true.
Linda said true. Buck said false. Melinda said true. And it is true. It is mentioned 4 times in the Bible in both the Old and New Testament combined. Cinnamon is good. I love cinnamon, y'all. Oh man, I love cinnamon. Last question, number 25. According to Jesus in Luke 5:39, what type of wine do people prefer, old or new? I got it right. I did. So according to Jesus in Luke 5:39, what type of wine do people prefer, old or new? Do they want old wine or new wine? Melinda says there is a cake recipe in the scriptures. There is. I don't know exactly where it's at, but I know it's in there. Linda said, oldest spice on earth. Buck says new. Linda says new. So taking the count, y'all, I got this one right. Melinda says, I don't know. It is old wine. People prefer old wine. Now, there is a scripture in there that says you do not put new wine in old wineskins. But as far as preferring the wine, people prefer old wine. And even today, people prefer older wine. I don't know why.
They do.
Huh?
Well, the reason why is because the longer it sits,
Yeah.
You know, kind of like spices and barbecue sauce, the longer it sits, the hotter it gets. Well, the longer the wine sits, the more fermented it gets, which means the stronger the alcohol is in it.
So that's why they like the old wine, because the old wine is
quicker.
It gets you drunker quicker because it's got the more alcohol content. But that is my trivia questions for tonight. And I'm just gonna say I love y'all. I thank y'all for being in here with us. Yeah. And I know it's only 8:30, but I've got to put my sheets and stuff back on my bed. I'm tired. And I have enjoyed tonight's trivia. I truly have. I was kind of hoping it would be a little bit easier trivia than what I've been having.
So, I'm not gonna go there.
She's my little girl, y'all. This is my old lady. She turned 10 years old this year. I don't know, sometime between October and December, she turned 10. She was somewhere around a month and a half, 2 months old when we got her in December of 2013. She's my old lady. All right, but we'll see you. And again, I do thank y'all for being in here. And we will see y'all next week. And if y'all would drop by and say hi to us on Piggy's channel tomorrow night at 5:30 Eastern on the Piggy Way. And no telling what we'll be talking about tomorrow night. So y'all have a good night.
With me.
Oh, Miss Linda, you know, we love you and we appreciate seeing you in here every week. So we'll see y'all later. Bye, y'all.